Okay, now it is the time to learn how to practice, how to do the sitting meditation, how to do the walking meditation, and how to practice in the daily activities, general activities. So I am going to talk about that. So before talking, I would like to know how many new yogis are here, and so that's why, if you don't mind, please raise up your hand who are really new for this practice. Okay, so also would like to know who can understand English. Okay, so fine. So in this Vipassana meditation, in this Mahasi method, mostly we do sitting meditation, walking meditation, and the other daily activities. In every time we should be mindfulness among these three. First, I would like to talk about the sitting meditation. I would like to instruct you about the sitting meditation first. So here instruction is very important, because if you want to get benefits from some tasks, so first you have to know how to do it, then only you can do it and you will get benefits. Like for example, if you are going to solve the mathematics, you have to know the system, the method, then only you can get the result. And method also should be the systematic. So that's why here I would like to describe from the how to sit down, how your body posture should be kept on, and how your hands should be kept, how to keep your head, eyes, everything. I would like to describe. So for sitting meditation, here we have to do the 1 hour sitting meditation. That's why, in order to not to move again and again, and if we move our posture again and again, we cannot get the concentration. So that's why, in order to not to be so, we have to choose that posture which will be long last for you, or we can say you can sit down long term. Today when I check up how the yogis are sitting, doing their sitting meditation, I found some of them are sitting in the full cross-leg position, some are in half cross-leg position, and some are in different. So it will be fine if it is convenient for you, but here I will just talk about the most convenient for the most of the yogis. So the most convenient posture, the position is the half cross-leg. The half cross-leg means your legs will not be overlapped to each other, because if you overlap the two legs each other, one leg will give pressure to the next leg, then the pain will arise soon, then it will not be long lasting. So that's why the legs should not be overlap each other, one after another. You can put your left leg in front or your right leg in front. You can choose it. So all the yogis, they can try now. You can try now. Please do not overlap the two legs one after another without overlapping, because I just mentioned that if you overlap, then the legs will create pressure each other, and where there is the pressure, the pain will arise soon. So for some yogis, it might be convenient to be in the full cross leg. So if it is convenient for you, you can choose that posture also. So we can say that you can sit down in that posture, which will be long last for you. Then your body should be upright, your back should be upright, and also your head should be also upright. It should be upright because if you keep your back bending, here in practice we have to observe the rising and falling of the abdomen. If the abdomen is folded, then it will not be clear for you. And also if your back is bended, if it is curved, then the pain also will arise and back pain will be there. But you should not make it again too tight, because if you make it too tight again, then again you will be tired soon. So that's why put upright but in normal manner. And your head also should be upright, because if you keep it bending, then the first problem you will get is you will get the neck problem, and the next is like you will feel drowsiness. So that's why your head also should be upright. And your hands, so you can put it in different ways which will be convenient for you. I can see some yogis are putting on their knees, and some yogis are putting on their lap. So you can choose as it will be relaxed for you. You can choose the position, but most convenient is you have to put your two hands in your lap. First put the left hand, then on the left hand put your right hand. So in this way you have to make sure before closing your eyes you are ready to sit down for the 1 hour. If you are ready, now you can close your eyes. So as soon as you close, you should not be thinking anything. You have to just direct your mind. You have to just focus your mind to the abdomen. So before you will see the movements of the rising and falling, you should not keep noting. You should not start to note rising and falling, because if you haven't seen anything, you cannot just name it. It is not the true way, the right way. So that's why first you have to try to focus your mind on the abdomen. Should try to see the movements of the rising and falling. That rising and falling means when we breathe in, the abdomen will be rise. When it falls down, the rising will be fall down. So that's why as soon as you close your eyes, first you have to try to see that movements with using, focusing your mind, directing your mind. At the beginning, sometimes we cannot see even the movements of this rising and falling. So if you are not seeing, you should not do the artificial breathing, like breathing long, like breathing forcefully. You should not be doing. The breathing should be normal. What you should do is you have to use the energy, and you have to direct your mind. Your mind should go straight to the abdomen. If there is enough directing mind and the energy, you will certainly see the movements of the rising and falling. This two factor is very important for every yogis. Whether the yogis are the new yogis, whether the yogis are practicing for the long time, for both of them, all of them, this directing mind and the energy is the most important factor for practicing. To know about this directing mind and the energy, we can give here an example, like children plays marble. So when children plays marble, when they want to hit to the next marble, first they target, first they aim to the next marble. So here aiming should be used, and also they use the energy to throw the marble. So here when children plays marble, if they don't aim to the next marble, his or her marble will not toss to the next one, although he or she is using energy. And in the next hand, although he or she is using the aiming, but if he or she is not using the enough energy, then again this marble will not toss to the next marble. And the next thing is, although using the energy, but the energy is not enough, then this marble will not approach until to the next marble. It will be like a fall down on the way. So if there is the enough energy and the directing mind, this marble will toss to the next marble. So same thing here in the practice also. If you want to toss the process of the rising and falling, By your mind, you have to use energy and the directing mind. First, direct your mind and push your mind to be close with the abdomen. The energy means pushing your mind. Mind should be pushed to be close with the abdomen. At the beginning, it might be difficult for you, but practice makes man perfect. So again and again, when you will be directing, when you will be using energy, you will be skillful to do so. But in some cases, although you are using the energy, although you are using the directing mind, because you are not skillful yet, sometimes you might not be seeing the rising and falling. Although you are trying, if you are not seeing this process of the rising and falling, then you can keep touching your one hand, one palm at the abdomen. By movements of your hand, then you can recognize the process of rising and falling. This option is only for those yogis who are, although using the energy and the directing mind, still not skillful. That's why they are not seeing the rising and falling. If you can see without touching your hand, it is not necessary to keep touching. Okay, now when you come to see the process of the rising and falling, now you have to note them. Now you have to name them mentally, not by verbally. You have to note them mentally. Like when abdomen will be rises, you have to note mentally rising. When the abdomen will be falls down, you have to note it falling. While you will be noting like this, it should be concurrent. It should not be after, it should not be before. As soon as the rising starts, you have to note it rising. It should be concurrent. As soon as the falling takes place, you have to note it falling concurrently. So that's why every time while you will be noting, you have to try to, your noting should be concurrent with rising and falling. If you are missing or if it is not concurrent, then we can say that your mindfulness is still not good enough. Not only concurrent, but also you have to follow from the very beginning of the rising to the end of the rising, and from the very beginning of the falling to the end of the falling. You have to follow from the beginning to the end, from the beginning to the end of every rising and falling. Every time we cannot do so, but the intention should be like this, like I will try to follow from the very beginning of the every rising to the end and every beginning to the end of the falling. The intention should be there.